Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and as you can see from the title, today we're gonna talk about change, my favorite topic, and how to actually make a lasting change or how to change something in your life. And you've probably, if you're watching this video, you've probably tried to change something in your life and maybe you didn't know how, or you changed for a short time and then you went back to your old pattern. So yeah, here are some of tips and tools that you should use if you want to make a lasting change. So number one, it doesn't matter if you want to change your job or your career, your relationship, or something about your relationship, place where you live, your weight, your style, anything that you want to change. You have to start with asking yourself why. Okay, so you might say, wow, really revolutionary, Diana, thanks. But really, a lot of the times we want something, we want to change something, and we don't really even know why. So asking yourself question why, and maybe even meditating on it, by doing that, you will discover if that is something that you really want, or is something that you think you should do, or is something that your mom thinks, or your neighbor thinks, your friend thinks, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your cousin, your neighbor think that you should do, and that's why you want to change. So it's really important asking yourself, why do I want this? And even, do I want this, or am I doing this because somebody else expects me to do, wants me to do, or I think I should do that? So yeah, it sounds very simple, but a lot of the times we want some things, we want to change some things, and we don't even really know why. And that's why most of the times we don't go through it, because it's not really what we want. It's something that a neighbor wants, a friend wants, our mom wants, our dad wants, or whoever, but not us. So start with asking yourself, why do I want this? And also, a lot of the times we are after a feeling, not actually an outcome. So let me explain that. So you might want to, might want to have a bigger house or a different house, but what you're actually, or a new car, but what you're actually going after, and I'm not saying this is always the case, but sometimes what you're actually going after is, maybe stability or recognition or safety. So, and you attach those feelings to an outcome. This can happen also in relationships, like, oh, I would like, to manifest or to have this kind of relationship, but you're actually, looking maybe for some stability, recognition, acceptance, and not actually a partner at that moment. So it's really important to to discover that within yourself. Why is it that you want what you want, or why is it that you want to make a certain change? And really recognizing if it's your authentic voice telling you that you want to make that change, or if you just want to attract something in your life, or is it a voice of somebody else, or a voice of you think you should do it because everybody else is doing that, so that's what I should do. So really coming back to, why do you want to make that change? And yes, then second would be, of course, as I mentioned, recognizing if that is something that you're doing for yourself, or is it something that you're doing for somebody else. Maybe sometimes your partner or your kids or your friends or your co-workers expect you to make a certain change, and that's also where you should ask yourself if it's worth it for you to make a certain change, because it's something that you have to change in your life. And then again, it comes to that recognizing, is it changing for somebody else or changing for yourself? And once you have recognized why is it that you want to change, of course, if you want to go into that journey, you have to find some motivation, because there will be days where it's not that easy to keep up with your new schedule, or having more work if you want to get a better placement at your work, or just to make more money at your work, or to afford a better house, to have a better relationship with your partner. You probably have to invest some more time there. So sometimes it might not be the easiest, but if you have a motivation, you know, you will show up at those moments that are maybe not that easy and not that convenient, but you will show up. And what I would suggest, place where to find the motivation, is just imagining what would it be like if you don't have that. What would life feel if you didn't have that house, you didn't have that partner, you didn't have that kind of relationship, you didn't have that kind of relationship with your children or your family, or you know, you didn't live in the place where you would like to live? What would it feel like? Because you would probably, or you know, you wouldn't have that kind of body, whatever it is that you are working towards to. So when you actually really put yourself in that place of not having that is not going to happen, you might experience some kind of pain. And what's funny is that most of us are motivated by pain. Only 20% of people are actually motivated by pleasure. Pleasure is like, oh yes, I want this outcome, I want to improve my life. But what motivates the majority of people is actually pain, being in the place where they don't want to be. So if you just imagine what would it like cost you not having the things that you want to have, or not making that change, that will really, you know, push you towards your outcome and your goal, and be like, okay, no, this is not me. I want this story, I want this new story in my life, I don't want this outcome. And also finding, you know, obviously it's great to make a vision board, or finding something, some quotes, inspiration quotes, or something that will remind you of that outcome. Even if, you know, if you're trying to lose weight, you can you can place a picture of your perfect body, and but not to make to put that picture to make you feel bad about yourself, but just to you know, visualize that every day, and to know your outcome, that you're going towards that. Or if you would like to, you know, have a more loving relationship, just putting a picture of something that symbolizes that to you, that you can look at it every day, and that can, you know, draw you to that more and more every day. Same goes, you know, with the house, better work, or if you want to change career, just putting something, or just like information, something even on, you know, your desktop on the computer, or a screensaver on your phone, and just yeah, having that reminder there. Once you have found your motivation, it's also very, very important to be specific. Be very specific about what is it that you want. Because a lot of the times we just say, oh yes, I want a new car, oh I want a bigger house, oh I want a more loving relationship, oh, you know, I want a better paid job, I want more, you know, income. But being, you know, those are just kind of like general goals, but being specific. Okay, I want a bigger house. What does that mean? What color is that house? How many rooms are there? How many square meters? Does it have a garden? Does it have a sea view, a mountain view? Be specific about what exactly is that you want. Oh, you know, I want a relationship, or I want a better relationship. What exactly do you want better? Do you want more love? Do you want more passion? Do you want more understanding? Do you want more quality time? What exactly is that you want to improve in your relationship, or change in your relationship? You know, what exactly do you want to change in your work? Or I want to change the city. Where exactly do you want to go to live? In which area? Be very, very specific about what it is that you want to change, because otherwise you don't have an actual outcome, an actual goal that you can just go straight to. It's just more general. Oh, I want a bigger house. Oh, I want a new car. Oh, you know, it doesn't really mean much. But when you are specific, you give it a color, you even give it a date. By which date? How does it smell? How does it sound? It's much more specific, and it's much more able to reach, you know. And especially if you write it down, you put it in your schedule, you know, give it a time frame, it is much more specific, you know. Obviously, if you want to improve your relationships, you need to dedicate some time. You want to make money, you need to have more money, you need to dedicate some time. How much more money? So being very, very specific is gonna get